Spring is in the air. One of the first things to sprout this spring are rams, also known as wild leeks or spring onions. Join me in this throwback foraging content where I collect wild ingredients to put together a delicious dish. Found some wild ramps. Everything else is brown. These things are green. There's a nice little patch here. There's some here. Kind of spread out. Some up the hill up there. Jim, come here. Come on, there's a stick. These ones look a little spent. Past prime. Over here, there's a tree with a bunch of saddlebacks. Those look like good sizes. So I'm gonna go look at that. Probably take a few of those. Those look like perfect sizes for pickling. Yeah, so good find. Here we go. So you see this tree has a bunch of dry ends on it. Some of them look pretty decent. The ones that are kind of bleached out, I don't know if these are worth it yet. There's some in there that I might pick, but they're not like the choicest of edibles. But there's some pretty cool things that you can do with them. I'd say like these ones right here, about like perfect size. Like this little guy right here. Yeah. You can see kind of like how it looks like feathers on the top, and then on the bottom it's pretty porous. Let's see if I can get it. You can see. A way to tell how tough the mushroom's gonna be too is to take your knife and scrape on the pores, and if the pores come off pretty easily, it should be a prime specimen. But Jim gets a little anxious here. You ready to go, Jim? These are all golden oysters. They look like they might have gotten frozen. A little past back, call it PP. But you can see they're starting to spore out. Like you'll see on these ones down here, you can see they kind of have like almost like a dusting of flour, and they're sporing out. So those are, they don't taste as good. They're kind of bland. Looks like bugs are starting getting into them. But these over here, like this right here, these are like my favorite. Then like these little guys here, about the size of like a quarter or a $half. They're like perfect. So I'm gonna pick a couple of these, put these in my bag, and then we're gonna use this in the chicken marsala. So here's some ramps. You can see they're starting to wilt. If you look actually all over this forest floor, you can see where ramps are starting to die as things are leafing out. So this might be the last time you get ramps, at least in this area. There's tons. Like this early spring, it was just carpeted. So I don't know if we're gonna get any ramps. You can see like in here, like the brown leaves there, those are all ramps that are wilting. So I'm gonna walk up to this little bend, see if I can get like a handful. That's all I need, but if we don't, it's no big deal. I've got a bunch. Let's get ready to dive in. This is going to be an outdoor cook. This content was from 2022. This is when we lived in town, and I've had this content sitting around, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I have a cook station set up with a gas grill and ceramic charcoal grill that I'm going to be cooking on. I'm using the gas grill and the charcoal for different things.
The gas will be for the chicken and the charcoal for the Marsala. When I do chicken, I like to cut it lengthwise like a butterfly. This helps things cook evenly, increases tenderness. And here I'm doing two different kinds. I'm doing one with ramps, seasoned with ramp oil, and the other just plain for my wife. This is just ramps that I blended up in a blender and put them in olive oil. And so I'll just coat the chicken breast with that and use some salt and pepper for some seasoning. I'm also using that ramp oil for cooking our shallots and golden oysters. Getting the pan ready here. I also added a little lard or pork fat. This is just stuff that I like to save when I'm doing bacon. I'll strain it and keep it in the fridge. So I'm getting the pan ready, getting the oil warmed up. Now I'm getting the mushrooms chopped and ready to go. This is just me removing the bases and the caps. I'll put whatever I don't use in this recipe or whatever scraps will go into our compost pile. Now, because this is an outdoor cook, I don't have quite the temperature control with using the grills as I would if I was in the kitchen. So you can kind of see the temperature here is probably a little hot. Flames are licking up around the outside of the pan. Not ideal, but we made it work. So here I'm adding some shallots, gonna brown them up, and now we're moving back to our mushrooms. I'm just doing a rough chop here, just trying to get them in consistent pieces, but we don't want to do like a dice. We still want to get that texture of the mushroom. So just trying to get them all to be in like somewhat even, and then I will throw those as well into the pan. So you can see here, the grill's still pretty hot. You can see the flames coming up alongside of the pan. Not ideal, but we're making it work. Threw the mushrooms into the pan, give them a little seasoning with salt and pepper, and give them a little stir. Mushrooms are going to give off quite a bit of moisture, so what I always like to do is you'll see the moisture come out, and then once it gets reabsorbed is usually when I like to call them done. But yeah, you can see as the lid's open on my grill, it's really starting to flare up a little bit. So we're gonna get this shut down, and you can see the mushrooms are getting pretty translucent there and looking really good. Once the mushrooms have cooked down, then I just add the Marsala. This acts as a deglazer, and just give them a little stir, trying to scrape the little pieces off the bottoms. This will add more flavor as well. Again, you can see the flames are still ripping. Mushrooms are such a great ingredient to use in any dish. They just act as a sponge, absorbing all these different flavors. And we got the ramps, we got the Marsala. It's going awesome. So shut her down, get the chicken going. This is on the gas grill. You can see I've got a little cast iron there. Almost burned my face off there. So I add a little bit more Marsala just because it was so hot, it evaporated pretty quickly. Wanted to make sure there's enough moisture in the recipe. And then while this is going, I go back to the chicken, and this is looking awesome. Again, this is a little cast iron smoker thing that you can put on gas grills. I just added some wood pellets to it just to add a little bit more flavor. With the chicken done and the Marsala ready, it's time to plate. I wanted a little bit more thickness to my Marsala, so I added a little bit of cornstarch. Here you could add flour if you wanted a little thicker consistency as well. It's totally up to you, or you could leave it the same. Because I added that Marsala at the end, I think it made it a little bit more saucier, so I wanted a little bit more of a thicker type sauce, so I added the cornstarch. You could easily serve this over a bed of pasta, or you could do it over a bed of rice. We're just going to do it over a chicken breast, and that's about it. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a fun video to edit, and it makes me super excited for spring.